my first week in Ireland, my cousin who I kind of stayed with when I first lived there, he's like, you don't know Ireland.
Right.
Ireland is a bowl of crabs, you know? Like if anybody's crawling up the side, they jump on top of you and drag you back down. It's just, and Bono, I think, went on the Jay Leno show
I
like
was going
20
to
years
go
ago. It's
there.
like,
I was going to go there.
you
That's
know,
exactly that. Yeah, go ahead. Tell the story though for
yeah,
folks who haven't. I
yeah.
think maybe it was Conan, but one of those talk shows.
Oh yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, where it's just like you don't, you know, when you see a rich big house on the hill, the American attitude is one day I'll live in there and I'll buy that house. And in Ireland, it's just like one day I'll burn that house to the ground.
Yeah, I'm
you
going to
know,
get that
or something
asshole
along that line.
I wanted to ask you something I've been curious about. I've encountered this, you know, being an Irish person, I've encountered it a little bit myself, which is an Irish mentality, which is good for you, but don't get a big head. Meaning they are happy for you, but it's a very tricky culture where they don't want you to get too big. And I think this must be a problem for you guys because you're some of the biggest stars in the world, but you go home to your country. Do you encounter that feeling ever?
You know, it's an amazing place to escape to, and Ireland is it's a really cool place to live and to bring up your kids and all of that kind of thing. But one of the reasons is because Irish people are so messy, and it's very different than in America. In America, you know, you look up the mansion on the hill and you say, you know, one day I'm going to live in that mansion. In Dublin, where we come from, especially on the north side, people look at the mansion on the hill and go, one day I'm going to get that son of a bitch. You know, it's a different thing.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
That's being extrapolated across the world now, because even though maybe, you know, I'm in my mid 40s or whatever, I at least got a taste of it, even though I wasn't able to complete it. But the younger generation, there's not even a taste. There's no future. There's no hope for kind of getting in there, because how are you going to scratch together some equity to get off the ground unless you have like a famous YouTube account or something? Like you can't just do it the traditional way, because it seems like all the paths are closed, where if you look like the generation above us, it's like, oh, that guy was successful as a doctor or a lawyer or like a developer. It's like, yeah, because the opportunities were growing so rapidly that, you know, I could get into making, you know, chips, you know, or something like that. And then, you know, when Target only had 3 brands of chips, now you go to Target, there's 50, you know, including Takis and stuff like that. So it's just like,